Hello.
Alrighty, here we are with some Majora's Mask, which we apparently have never shown before. Like, who actually knows this game? Apparently no one. Okay. This is
I think I started the time.
And I'm delaying it. I'm the one delaying it. Yeah, right. Where's mine? Why was that? Wait, why do we have two timers?
I don't know.
I'm confused. Doesn't matter.
One starts the timer, and the other one, and then the other one has an individual timer to stop.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. So welcome everyone to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which has been at SpeedCon for a couple of times now. Actually, I was not streaming it, or I was not running it last time, but Cactus was, and as you've seen, his performance wasn't all that well, so I'm part of it now.
Yeah. I PB'd.
That makes it even worse.
I think it was better than your run.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, is there any countdown? Is there any time when we are supposed to start? Because I definitely got to tweet that out that we're streaming here and not on my channel.
Okay.
All right, you count down.
Okay. 1, 0. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tweeting time, you're going to entertain them.
This time, hurry up while tweeting your channel out.
Yes, 1 minute and 48 seconds. By the way.
I did Twitter. Yeah, so welcome everyone to Majora's Mask. Which is apparently, like, it's one of the games with the least interest in beginning, and especially if you're running it, you're gonna get, I don't know, you gotta really hate your life. Anyways, apparently we do. Apparently both of us do.
It's Batman?
Feels Batman? I don't know, weren't you aware of that before?
Kinda.
So we decided to have a little race. Both of us practiced a little bit because apparently we had too much free time. So we decided to go for the any % route on the Japanese version. A lot of you might be familiar with the any % run right now, which is ran on the English version, which is the fastest one, but that one crashes at like every opportunity. Like just go to Deku Palace and it crashes. So we decided to go with the Japanese version because it's more stable, because apparently beta versions work better than official ones. Doesn't matter. So yeah.
Do we have time for donations?
No.
No, do it
Because this is a race, and Cactus here is currently the 3rd place and probably the most inconsistent German runner there is. So I thought, okay, let's make him a little more consistent, and I'm gonna call out, or like we want a few very small. We want to bring in a small incentive that is. In order to make him more consistent, I thought, all right. What if people could donate from $5 onwards to make the loser do something? Like just a small thing, like, I don't know, you could do a Fortnite dance, for example.
I already do this on stream.
That wouldn't be a punishment.
Obviously, we will need donations by then. And you have donations? Go ahead.
Perfect. I've got 2, sadly no incentives yet, but you can change that, chat. So, we've got a $10 donation from Anonymous saying, good luck on the race. And one from Kaktusmelone it's a $30 donation saying, good luck to both runner. I assume he meant runners. Alakazam.
Oh, I know who it is.
Who's gonna fall off the logs?
Oh my god, I hate this camera so much.
First,
Just wait. So, some of you might be wondering why we're walking backwards. This is explanation of this number 400,000 or something, I don't know. Walking backwards in this game, if you've played it before, is just as fast as wearing the bunny hood. So, using the bunny hood among casuals is usually fairly popular because it's seen as fairly fast, but actually just walking backwards is just as fast, so just... I don't know why we would bother about that. The final boss is actually the camera. Yes. Yes.
Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, this is so exciting. I don't know what's gonna happen to Link there. He's being ganged up on dead trees, which are gonna turn into paper soon.
If you're wondering why both those seem to be super dead about this game, that's actually because, as he said earlier, the first 22 minutes of this game are considered like probably one of the worst beginnings in Zelda speedrunning, and that's due to you being stuck, being a Deku, and you're pretty much stuck to like the time system of this game, where you have 3 days, and the developers, or like the game's idea, was you to like get familiar with movement, get around Clocktown, look around a couple things, just get used to the game pretty much, and that's why they made this like introductory sequence to the game, the first cycle. And but since it's so linear, there's not much you really do except for like move around, collect rupees, and watch cutscenes. A lot of people, including myself, actually get like demotivated because of the beginning. So I used to run this game myself, but I couldn't get around myself to do it more than like once or twice per run session. And you'll see lots of people actually being super bored of this game already after they have to reset once or twice. So it takes a lot of patience and stamina, kind of.
Cutscenes!
Way.
And text you can't read, but apparently it's exciting.
I can't read a single word.
I can read it
Kinda
partially,
can,
it doesn't
I
make it
think.
better.
Oops.
So what Cactus did is a cutscene skip, or like a text skip, where if you side up onto the plant and then immediately go down, you can skip a title from letting you know that you can actually enter it, or like give you notice about this like Deku tree thing there.
Upcoming is the probably worst skip in the trick, because if you fail it, oh boy, you gotta watch everything again.
Oh shit. Damn, I missed it.
So you see thiefbug got it, Cactus actually missed it, so yeah, this is the cutscene you're trying to skip, and how it works is this game has a 2-frame window, or like this game needs 2 frames to start a cutscene. So if you pause buffer every single frame until the door, you can actually prevent the cutscene from starting until you actually hit the loading zone outside the door, which just skips the cutscene. But if you happen to advance more than 1 frame after pause buffer, it actually means that you trigger the cutscene and then you have to watch it.
What's the starting position here? All right. Okay.
The camera is different depending on at which form you talk to him, which is super weird. So we have time. I'm sure Cactus wants to hear those juicy incentives that are coming in right now.
They're probably gonna do.
Okay, our
something
host
worse.
is eating.
Yeah, I wish I could say some stuff like do a Fortnite default dance because
I don't even know what the default dance is.
No worries, we can
be
show
happy.
you.
Be happy about that. But actually, we have no donations.
What?
Yeah, I'm also surprised.
Okay, so we can say our chat is very uncreative, or doesn't want to see the loser suffer. I mean,
is
he's
mature.
third place for a reason in Germany.
Ooh, shots fired.
We are the two only active German runners, I think, right now, right?
What?
We are the only two German active runners right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also Nico, who just appears, bops people, disappears, and
Yeah.
gets bopped.
Yeah. And then he comes back.
Oh yeah, so the strat here for like the first cycle is actually to advance to the last day as fast as possible. So the first days you can actually advance by talking to grandma or listening to her story. Because every time you listen to her, you fall asleep and then wake up and like next day. But since you're already in the third day, you can actually talk to her again because she'll be like, "Oh no, the carnival starts. Just visit me tomorrow or something." And so to advance to the night of the third day, you can actually dance with the scarecrow, what Cactus does right now. And that way you can actually skip all of the things that you would usually do in the very beginning to just advance more time and get to the final hours quicker. And you can, like back in the day, you actually just really just sat down a time and didn't do anything. But a couple of years ago, they actually discovered that if you, like, since you can exit the area early by backwalking through a guard, as you can see Cactus do that soon, you can actually use the spare time to collect rupees that you can put into the bank so they get saved over a reset. And you can use them to buy explosives that you need in the second cycle desperately. This game is based all on explosives, and you'll see why after first cycle. And also important to note is that the bushes are all RNG, what they drop. So sometimes you can have runners that get 99 rupees within like 7 patches of bushes, or like these groups of bushes. And sometimes you can actually get all of the bushes and only be at like 60 or 70. So it kind of depends how many blue rupees you get. And yeah, since time is limited, because you want to enter Clock Tower back at like 11 or 10:30 the latest, you can't just go around and search until you get 99. So you kind of have to roll with whatever you got. But you can see thiefbug, since he already has 98, so he doesn't really need more. He can just actually do things and just have time go by.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I'm doing there. I was basically just wasting time because it doesn't matter.
Do we have time for some nice donations?
Always!
And that's perfect. I've got a donation from Anonymous. $15 donation saying, donation for the worst Fortnite dance. Then we've got a $5 donation by DDR Jake saying, donation here to make up for all the slackers in chat. A great punishment would be an impromptu Draken speedrun.
Oh! I mean, we only have like a minute or something, maybe not even a minute to show something off. So, yeah, a speedrun isn't gonna work out.
Yeah, true. Oh, you're sitting on my cable.
I'm sitting on your cable.
Yes.
Damn. Now you're sitting on your cable.
Wait, I have to walk. Alright, now fix it. Oh.
This is the only time we see the fairy. I'm sad.
But not the fountain.
That's true. Embrace the fairy. I mean, I've read so many good ideas in chat, but no one... Oh, I'm sad. I shouldn't be sad. In the end, I'm gonna lose.
Would be the worst case for you, I guess.
I mean, it's gonna be worst case for one of us.
Yeah.
Technically, what would happen if it's a tie?
There is
then we
no
have
tie.
to retime it,
Both are gonna be punished.
and then
Oh, that's perfect.
Then we both do it.
Anyway, so you see that thiefbug is actually in the lead, but I think this game has, out of all the 3D Zeldas, this game has one of the highest potential to lose a bunch of time within a small time frame. So after first cycle, there's actually a really hard trick coming up where you can definitely lose a bunch of time and actually lose even more time further on because you're losing explosives. And yeah, I think this run has like at least 10 things where things can go so wrong that you lose minutes and the other opponent has a chance to catch up. So it's gonna be interesting.
nice.
Amazing.
illegal.
Alright, here's Skull Kid. Which we don't really care about. Like, we're just gonna get our instrument back and then bail. We have no reset slave.
Oh no, please, I will do my resets myself.
I was gonna say, dude, I can reset. Just, I'm down.
So,
Nah, I think I'm gonna do that myself.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes when you do runs and you miss the reset, yeah, your run is basically over. Like by not resetting probably.
I mean, you lose
So bad.
all of your progress.
Yeah, all the last progress since you saved the last time.
I wanted to reset. I was talking about resets. I just wanted to reset.
I just wait if I press A and then I just go up. Okay.
Doing the safe strats.
Yeah, I don't want to risk anything like this.
I shouldn't be laughing just yet. This is the only cutscene Zelda appears in, so definitely Legend of Zelda.
It's a ROM hack, we all know. ROM hack of OOT.
Do we have time for more?
Yes.
That's perfect. We've got a $5 donation from Anonymous saying, do a dab off.
I already did one.
And then we have a $1 donation from Anonymous saying, chat just pour, okay? Payday soon. And $5 from Vanishment saying, loser does the Majora twirl from couch to off screen.
Yes. Yes. But let's hear more suggestions. But the Majora twirl is amazing. I love that one.
Don't play around with Majora Fight.
So yeah, what thiefbug just did is a cutscene skip through resetting, because the game immediately saves upon pressing the A button, so you don't need to watch the cutscene where Link falls through like the clocks and everything. And you not only are you skipping this like small extra cutscene to the song, but you actually skip a whole sequence where Link is like falling into his memories of like Clock Tower and everything. So it does save quite a bit. Oh, and also if you watched the English runs lately, that's a very, very minor difference between English and Japanese. But actually, if you equip the ocarina and pull it out, Tattle speaks to you. He's like, "Whoa, where did you get the horns from?" And after this text box is done, in the Japanese version, you have to pull the ocarina again. But on the English version, it actually stays out. And it's a very funny addition to the English version, but it makes the most sense because why would he pull away the horns just to get them back out again after the text box?
I still can't see the audience. That's sad. I mean, we're not that far apart yet.
It's only like the HMS.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really do other mistakes in First Psycho.
Unless
I mean,
RNG.
you can, but yeah.
You can talk to Grandma multiple times.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
true.
nice.
That's true. Yeah, it's actually kind of bad. Yeah.
Because Grandma has the option to advance you 2 hours or a whole day. So I've seen lots of runners just accidentally press the first option, which just puts you 2 hours further, and yeah, it sucks because it's an extra cutscene, really.
Why am I mashing?
I don't know.
Oh
Because
yeah,
you thought you're on English and
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
one single text box you have to mesh.
Yeah,
with.
right here.
this one.
Yeah. Yeah, nice fix from Japanese to English, I guess.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense.
That makes total sense.
Another difference between the two versions is that the English version actually loads faster. So back in the day, like 2012, people ran on English because they believed just through loading that it's the faster version until proper timings were done. And then people figured that all of the differences that just added up. Like, for example, Pirates, you're not going to see it in this run because they're skipped completely. But back in the day, you were also going to Pirates Fortress, where the pirate mechanics and how they work actually got changed a bunch too between the versions. Those mattered back in the day, so until people noticed that Japanese is actually better in this case, they all ran on English. Yeah, back in the day, it was actually back in the day. Like, 2012, man, that's 7 years.
Alrighty, the run sort of starts. Can't wait for Grotto, wrong worry. I'm standing on like 4 million cables too.
So thiefbug's objective is now to collect more rupees. He has 90 in the bank, which is enough to buy 20 bomb chews and another pair of explosives. Nice jump. And yeah, but now he's gonna get an extra chest, which will give him another 99, so he can buy a bomb bag and bomb chews. And he's gonna use all of his explosives, or at least all of his bomb chews, for a trick called Index Warp, which I'll explain once he's there.
The old days of 2012. No.
Actually, the any percent record for this game got broken today by
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
by Anop by like 7 seconds. It's like 1:15:52 now or something,
Damn.
and it's a crazy time. And if you have the time, watch the game, like watch the run. It's actually like this run is already pretty impressive, but if you look at the English version and how that route looks,
Yeah,
it
it's
will blow your
amazing.
mind.
Alright, no cactus. AKA talking to not getting ISG 400 times. I told you I'm gonna do that.
It's fine, it's fine. I really don't mind.
So this is the first instance of hovering, which is done by having a glitch called ISG, where your sword swings infinitely every single frame. And it's done by interrupting a crouch step at a certain frame. And if you do so, for example, with a text box or picking up a bomb, the game never finishes the animation. So it keeps, like, you can see Link's sword glowing as he would slash all the time. And it has the side effect that if you shield any damage source in the air, Link is stuck in the air, which you can use to, like, you can see Kaktus do it again. Like, he's gonna use bomb chews to have them explode on himself and shield them and gain height that way. And he's hovering to an out-of-bounds owl they can only really see from this part of Clock Town where you actually came from. And the developers never intended you to get there, so I think people knew that this owl exists, but they thought it's useless or only useful for one instance. Until a guy called Indextic found out that it actually, the owl corresponds to certain locations on your map screen. I'm gonna be quiet for a second for thiefbug.
Thank you.
Very nice.
All right.
Hello, entrance.
Yes, very good.
Oh damn.
It's not too bad. There's a backup.
It's fine, yeah. Where's the door?
Okay, I can explain things now. So, again, that owl corresponds to certain locations on your map screen, and people found out that if you, let's say you visited a certain location in the world, you get this map point on your map screen, which you can use to get a nice, okay, info what that place is. And if you hover your cursor over that and then play Song of Soaring with only having the out of bounds owl activated, it will actually send you to a corresponding location to the one you selected. And you'll see that very soon. But for example, the corresponding locations for Mountain Village is Stone Tower Temple owl. So it's very, very useful, and you'll see that later on. And that broke the game a lot. And you also saw Kaktusmelone do a trick where he rolled into a bomb and had this Link did this shuffling animation with his feet and had very fast speed going backwards, and it's called a HES or hyper extended super slide. And there's so-called Hess frames of bombs, where if you roll into them, you have a certain amount of time where you have lots of speed. And if you hold the ESS position, which is a very tiny position around the control stick, around the dead zone, Link can actually keep the speed, and if you target, you can actually move Link into certain directions using the speed. So that's what Hess is. And thiefbug did a super slide, which is picking up a bomb, or like rolling into a bomb on a certain frame. And that way Link only goes into a straight line to one direction with similar speed than a Hess. But the advantage of a Hess is actually that you can control the direction, where a super slide is only one direction.
Also, the trick we did there before is probably the scariest trick in the entire run.
It is.
Because there is no real, like... You can back up pretty much any other trick, but if you fail this one, like, really bad, your run's done.
Yeah, it's called a grotto wrong warp. It's actually really hard to explain. I'll do my best, but maybe thiefbug can back me up if I talk nonsense. But how it works is that most grottos in this game are actually located on a single map. And if you hover out of bounds in one grotto, you can actually hover into another grotto that is on the map but just not loaded. And it happens that that grotto they entered corresponds to the grotto inside Deku Palace. And you can hover into that grotto, exit it, and then you're gonna exit at Deku Palace too. I hope that was right.
I can't hear you. My game is too loud.
That's fine. It was right, I assume.
This is not gonna work, so we don't fall down. Ah,
Do we have time for a few more donations?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, we've got a $2 donation from Celestial Derp saying good luck to both of the runners. Then we've got an $8 donation from Spudelspecht saying shout out to the Mate bottle guy in the audience. And then we've got a $5 donation from Grudge Star saying I don't know where one to do the dab. The cocky thief, the spicy cactus, or the committed sidekick. Anyways, here's my share.
Damn. I mean, dab doesn't take long.
So thiefbug got a bottle. It's the easiest and fastest bottle to get in this game, and it's just by pretending to actually save the witch. But you're just getting the bottle and then you're piecing out. Yeah, thiefbug is trying to do a super slide, so you can see that again. And on the other side, that's actually perfect. Cactus is doing a Hess. So yeah, Hess is just a better variation of a super slide because you can control it again with targeting and retargeting. And what thiefbug did is called a recoil flip. You can do a higher distance backflip by shielding a damage source and backflipping and then releasing down.
Alright, just a little reminder, we're still looking for a good, suggestion for what the loser has to do after this run on stream from donations of $5 and above, and which consumes less time than, like, what, a minute? What am I doing?
You're climbing the ladder?
I'm being just not... Oh my god. I wanted to act dupe.
Oh. Yeah, would fall first. I don't like this. The cutscene's so much longer.
Oh yeah, so if again, like I was talking about this like index warp and having certain locations on your map screen, and
The game!
and so that's exactly what Cactus is doing right now. He's actually going to Goron Village, and he's only doing that so he can get one single pointer in his map screen that he can select later to warp to Stone Tower Temple. And that skips having to climb Stone Tower Temple, which saves a bunch of time.
And that's how salmon's made. You're gonna catch up there quite a bit because I screwed up big time.
Where? I didn't saw your screen.
I failed the like at first I climbed the ladder because
Oh, yeah.
I'm a smart
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Then I
that's true.
failed the recoil flip, and then I like circled around the Zora because apparently I'm like some, I don't know, native doing some rain dance. I don't know.
Throwing for content.
Where's the wind coming from, by the way?
I have no idea.
It's so freaking cold.
It's so nice though.
No,
What?
it's so cold. It's just, I mean, I'm between the wind and you.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe I get it more, but I get used to it. Took me about half an hour.
Do you realize that?
No, not to realize, to get used to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice cutscene, by the way.
So this is the second and last transformation mask you actually get in this run. Gore mask is completely skipped because you don't need it to beat any dungeons or anything, and you'll soon see why. Because technically Gore mask is used in multiple places in dungeons, but there's always a way to bypass those. There's actually no way to bypass Zora mask or anything, so Zora mask is the only transformation mask that you actually have to get, that you don't automatically get.
And now the run begins. Pretty much.
You said that like 15 minutes earlier.
I mean, yes, but there was only one dangerous trick there, and now it's like reset city. I'm good at Hessing.
It's actually not completely risk-free to Hess, because if you accidentally hold the Z button, so like you target during Hess frame and holding ESS, the game crashes. And there's been a lot of runners who actually lost runs to accidentally crashing on trying to Hess, so...
I mean, on Japanese, you kind of have to hold target the entire time you're rolling. So it's pretty rare, but
Yeah, and in addition, you can't crash as
that's
Zora
so,
Link.
yeah, that's also true.
So it's not that bad.
At least you can go for it.
You can crash, I don't mind.
I mean, it's not possible as Zora, so we can go for it.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you meant
no,
like,
no.
oh, you can go for the crash.
So
No,
you saw...
I don't do this old setup for going into Grotto. I wasn't a runner then.
So you saw thiefbug pause and then just put his cursor on a certain location, and you'll soon see why he did that.
Dude, oh my god, this grave.
What thiefbug did is called Ocarina items. It works a bit different from OT. If you've seen OT runs, actually the way you do it in this game is you hold the ESS position. You have to have a bottle in your hand that where you like caught a content. It can be fish or fairy or anything where the bottle is color blue in your hand. And if you do that, like if you have that in your hand and you have the ESS position, and you press the bottle, and then Zora fins, for example, by pressing B, so you try to slash, Zora Link actually just pulls out his guitar or ocarina item, I guess, and you can play songs underwater and soar out, so it's way faster than how you used to do it by just swimming out or clipping out of bounds.
Just a little info for our host. There is time for donations after the temple is done, because before that it's like pretty much all the time serious time.
Yeah, and please for both. Both temples.
Is it actually simple, or I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, but this game is kind of complicated in a lot of things.
For as much as I can hear, you're doing a good job, but my game is just really freaking loud. Nope, put it down.
Good job.
All right. I think, I'm not sure. Explanations can take so long. I'm scared. I was about to be like, God damn it. Never mind. I just wanted to say you can technically explain what we're doing, but when you start explaining, I'm going to be a busky skip.
Yeah,
I mean, I know when to shut up, so
it's true.
I can just catch up. So yeah, thiefbug just got the bow, which is also a mandatory item that you can't really skip in this run. I don't know, does low percent skip bow?
No.
No, yeah, you have to get it. There's no way. So coming up is a boss key skip where I am going to shut up, but I'm gonna try to explain as much as I can before it happens. But pretty much you're gonna see him hover up a pillar, clip out of bounds, and then do multiple hovers and mega flips to hover into a loading zone. And I'm gonna explain more later.
Oh my god, I can hear a dragonfly. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you
Very
made it.
clutch, nice.
Oh my god, that
That
was
was
just...
very scary. Just gonna do another hover. Easy kill.
Oh, very nice, very nice. They're doing an amazing job, actually. All of these things are so scary, and they're doing it perfectly. Okay, I can try to explain now.
Yeah.
So, how the boss key skips work is the loading zone for the boss door, or the boss room, is actually present at all times. It's just the room is unloaded, but you can technically access the loading zone from every single room if you happen to get out of bounds. So what they do is they hover out of bounds to this certain point, and then just with a combination of mega flips and bomb chair hovers, they can reach the loading zone in the unloaded room. And as you saw, like, it's very tight on explosives. thiefbug had one bomb because he messed up once. One bomb left, and he had to hit that mega flip, or else he wasn't far enough to get to the loading zone. So very impressive play, especially with nerfs.
Was a good backup with the shielded chew again.
I was so scared.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I could feel it. I mean, if you mess it up, it's like 5 minutes
It's
to up.
yeah, it's somewhere, but you lose somewhere between
Yeah,
5
it's-
to 10
It's
minutes.
ridiculous.
All right, we have time for donations.
Ooh, finally.
talk.
Yeah, I can talk. Great. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous saying Schmetterling.
Oh, I know.
What?
Yeah.
And then we've got a $5 donation from Cyrene saying Pet Shop. Now you have to pet Thief because I donate.
Do it.
And one last question. Do you want me to turn your game volume down?
No.
Okay.
I'm used to it now.
I just have left sound. I don't use the right one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna put it on Lullaby probably for the wind, but I don't think I need it anywhere else.
You did it, Dora.
So this is also the only, hopefully, the only cutscene you'll see where Link is in this. I don't even know what the place is called. Just the place of the gods or something. I don't know. And because there's no way around it. You need to see at least one cutscene, and it has to be the first dungeon you beat. Because if you skip it, there's no way where you can learn the song.
Oath to Order.
Oath to Order, yeah, that's a song. You need to learn that song. There's no way around it. And if you skip the first cutscene, you are locked out of it. So for the past years, we actually always beat Great Bay Temple first because it's the shortest cutscene of them all. Because this ending cutscene is way shorter for Great Bay Temple. And how they're going to skip it is what you'll see in the next temples.
Our host is unfair towards us. He says the audience is cute, but not the runners. I take that as an offense. I'm sad now. How could you do that? God damn it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can actually reach it, so all of your shit talk, you better keep to yourself.
Cute chat.
Oh, god damn it. I didn't swear.
So this next trick, you've seen it last year if you've watched the run. It's called Equip Swap. Yeah. It's a very interesting glitch where you can equip items where you're usually not supposed to be equipable because they're grayed out in the item menu. In OT, it's used to like equip child items as adult and vice versa. And in this game, you can actually use it to dupe Zora eggs. So this small thing, a small trick, saved like 4 or 5 minutes of the run just because you cut out trips to Pinnacle Rock and to Pirate's Fortress. So you only get 1 egg, which is the fastest to get in Pinnacle Rock, the very first eel on top. And then you just dupe the egg every single time. 7 times. And the runners are actually really close. Cactus can actually catch up if Thief messes up a couple times and he hits it most of the time.
By the way, this is my worst segment in the run. So probably not gonna happen.
You need to dupe 6 times, and then like you need 7 eggs, and you need to dupe 6 out of the 7 times. And yeah, so Thief is done, I think.
I need 3 more.
And Cactus has 3 more. And how it's done, it's actually I don't know why it works, but how it's done is you have the cursor on the item you actually want to equip. Then you change the map screen, or like the screen to like the map or the mask screen, for example. And then you press the shoulder button to go to the other window. And then you press the button you want to equip on and a direction on your control stick, depending on what direction you're coming from. So if you're coming from the right to the left, you have to go up left. And if you're coming from the right, of course, then up right. Side effect of that is that you actually dupe over, or like you override an item with a bottle. So you have to pay attention to what item you do, because sometimes the item is not, like it's impossible to get the item back. So if Thief would equip over bow now, it would actually be run over, because you cannot get the bow back once you got it once.
You made up so much time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or I lost so much time.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
really sure.
I couldn't watch your run that good because I was intent.
Eclipse was first discovered in OOT, but I mean it did cut off a bunch of time in the 100% run, but for this game it actually broke it for every single category because every category had to collect these eggs and every category saved 5 minutes. There's not many categories. In fact, there's like there's 2. There's 100. No, there's 3. There's 100% all masks and any percent for main categories.
Why is AFR not always in miscellaneous? AFR is a pretty hard run. I don't know why it's in miscellaneous. Oh damn.
Very nice.
Nice.
So thiefbug just did a cutscene skip called Turtle Cutscene Skip, and hopefully Cactus hits it too. I'll explain afterwards.
Magic, please stay with me.
Yes, very good. These guys are doing amazing, actually.
I failed the on target.
Oh yeah, that happened often to me. I hope
It's
it
fine.
doesn't do- no.
You can get bombs and
Yeah.
barrels, right? Yeah,
That's true.
It just loses so much time.
That's true.
makes it more exciting. Okay, so how the skip works is, again, it's the same idea with the Happy Mask Salesman. The game needs, again, 2 frames to start the cutscene after you play the song. And so you play the song, you pause on one frame, a single frame, and then you advance frames doing a side up into the loading zone, and you can skip, or like you can interrupt the cutscene by entering the loading zone. And we used to mash this a very long time ago until people decided to just time it, and it's done by pressing the start button on the frame after the text box disappears for you. So
I found that.
yeah, thiefbug found that.
It's whatever. We're basically even now.
Yeah, because I have to grab bombs.
Oh my god.
So if you've seen these crazy videos back in the day on YouTube where it is like skip 99% of Shadow Temple or whatever, this dungeon is exactly that. You skip everything, so because you really just leave. You don't even enter the second room in this game, or in this dungeon, I mean. And what thiefbug just did there is called an Ocarina dive. It's done by slashing of a ledge and then equipping Ocarina a couple frames later, and then you dive, can play a song, and then have the void out interrupt the song's effects, which stores the effect of the song. And you'll see soon why it's done this way. Very nice.
No, don't do that.
Alright, so this is actually the boss room now. And what both of those do, if you wonder why they shoot against the wall, you can actually hit Gaiork before hitting the loading zone, because Gaiork is already there. He's just chilling outside, and you can hit him with an arrow and cancel the cutscene down there. What Cactus is trying to do, what thiefbug did, is it's called extended bow shot. Yeah. And how it works is that you press up and on the bow, and then I don't know exactly the inputs, but it just extends Link's arm a bit further so you can actually shoot behind a wall. And yeah, and then it's just a boss fight really. Oh, you can actually one cycle this fight, or you can one cycle his first phase by just keeping on going back and up, so you can't like slip through him, and then you just two-phase him pretty much. And that's the reason why we stored the ocarina. So if you look at thiefbug's screen, you can see, I mean, if you can read Japanese, you probably know what it says, but I can sort of translate it. It says, do you want to save and return to the first day? And if you run into the like the boss remains and get it like have Link raise it in the air and then press A to save, or say yes, return, you save the game by collecting the remain, but you don't need to watch the cutscene because you can reset because it's saved already, so you skip this cutscene that way.
Please, bruh. Okay.
Alright. That was close.
Nice.
But yeah, so both of those actually get the remain but skip the cutscene, which saves pretty much the cutscene's length really.
Alright.
And what thiefbug did there was called a gainer to get that ledge, and you've seen it earlier with the Deku scrub. But how it works is you backflip, untarget and target 1 frame later, and that way Link like sticks to the wall and makes it so you can grab the ledge on higher ground. And Kaktus is gonna do a variation of that, which you'll see in a second.
Yeah, I forgot how to do gainers. So I have to do this. No way.
I'm usually super consistent. Oh my god.
That's the usual.
So what thiefbug
I'm
did, or like tried to do, is called 2 for 1. Oh, nice, first try. So that was a twisted backflip what Kaktus just did. So what thiefbug tried to do, and what Kaktus is gonna try again, and hopefully he's gonna get it, because that would probably put him in the lead, is you can buy bomb chews. So bomb chews are 40 a pair, or like 10, cost 40 rupees. But you can see that he only has 99, and he's gonna buy bombs first, so he's gonna be at 69. And so technically not enough rupees to buy 2 pairs of bomb chews, but if you mash fast enough, you can actually buy the second pair before the counter of the rupees jumps down to less than 40. Yeah, just like that. So now he's actually in the lead now.
Alright.
Shoutouts to Jess for teaching me this consistent 2 for 1 trick. You can actually press A and C up to buy the bomb chews. So yeah, you have basically 2 times chance to get it. And yeah, for me it works very well. So I'm using that strat. Oh, no, ocarina. That's the wrong item.
I did not expect to fail that.
Okay, now is also one of the hardest tricks coming up, and it's always has been and probably always will be one of the hardest, because when randomness or RNG is involved, it's never fun. And I'll try to explain what happens before it happens. So you see Kaktus and thiefbug entering the fairy fountain. And fairy fountains have the same properties as grottos that I explained earlier. They're all located on the same map, just not loaded at the same time. But you can access other fairy fountains by hovering out of bounds and doing some maneuvers. Yeah, so that's what both of them are going to try to do. And then they're going to...
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna... So they're gonna exit at a fairy fountain in Snowhead. And they're gonna try to enter Snowhead Temple without actually having the lullaby to have the Goron who's blowing wind to stop blowing. So I'm gonna stop talking now and...
RNG.
You gotta be kidding me.
So both got bad luck because you need a short wind cycle to make it past the distance. So second try.
That's a good wind.
You no! Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god, snowball. Aye.
You what?
So Cactus did it, and it's so unfortunate for thiefbug. That's what I mean by RNG. Like, you can be as skillful as much as you want. If the wind decides to be a quick cycle, you're not gonna get past it.
Thank you.
All right. So now just get up the ramp and we're in. Cactus is farming for bombs now because you need a couple explosives in this dungeon.
I have 4 extra bombs now.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh no.
Where am I even? Well.
Oh my god, I'm so close, bro. Oh my god.
Alright, pray RNG for thiefbug. Oh my god, please just make it. He's on his last bomb, so he can't afford to not make it again. The backup would be hella stupid. And Kaktusmelone is fighting Wizrobe right now. Pretty easy boss if you use this Ice G glitch I talked about earlier, because Deku Stick does 4 values of damage, and so Wizrobe is beaten pretty quickly that way. If you, oh yeah, I didn't even explain this mechanic. It's called Pyro Crouch Stab. How this game, it's Japanese only, and how it works is that this game or like this Japanese version has a similar mechanic than OOT, where the crouch stab doesn't have a damage value assigned to itself. So nice, thiefbug. So how the crouch stab actually takes its damage, or how it's assigned a damage to, is by just copying the last weapon or damage you dealt. So if you do a normal slash, the crouch stab is also going to have 1 damage unit. If you do a jump attack with your sword, it's going to have 2 values of damage. And if you do a jump attack with the Deku Stick, it does 4 values of damage. So you'll see runners store a Deku Stick jump attack. And, do Deku Stick jump attack. And that way...
I blow it with you, whatever.
Yeah.
I had no magic.
So nothing's over yet. There's still one more dungeon after this, and actually this boss fight here can also be pretty tricky. So Cactus is gonna hover over this gap and try another boss key skip. Cactus is so crazy. He does unbuffered mega flips in a marathon run.
Ah, damn it.
That's not too bad. Oh,
Okay.
Okay, got it.
all right, he got it. How it's done is the walls form an acute angle next to the boss door, and if you recoil flip with a lot of speed into the angle, you can actually clip inside of it, and then you can just jump past the boss door. Alright, that was close, but he did it. So the strat for Goat is to stun him in place using arrows, and you can keep him from like charging at you by side hopping. Very nice. So you can stun lock him in place by just spamming arrows, but at some point he's gonna be like fed up and he's gonna try to like shoot thunders at you. So to prevent that, you just do side hops to the right, have him shoot, and then you go back and just spam more arrows. And that way you can actually just beat him that way and have him land right in front of you. There's a chance to have like a stalactite to fall right in your path, or like your arrow path, and it kind of sucks. It's also RNG, and there's not really much you can do about it. Yeah, so we're now actually on our last cycle for Cactus. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna get oh no, never mind. He's not gonna get yeah, he is gonna get
Yeah, I'm gonna get roots.
yeah.
I see this as the game just paying me back for my crap talk.
Kinda.
I was gonna say, you were begging for incentives for the loser. And
I'm fine. I offered it. I'm gonna do it.
it's not over yet. Stone Tower
It's really
and
not over.
Twin Mold
Yeah.
can do a lot.
Oh, why did you? I put my controller on my leg so that I would draw a bomb. Okay. I'm not even sure what to say about that anymore.
That's how all my last runs were in Snowhead. I'm glad it's not like this in the marathon run though.
But yeah, Stone Tower is also a pretty hard dungeon. It has a pretty difficult boss key skip, and the boss, Twin Mold, is also really known for killing lots of runs. And so this is far from over, actually.
I mean,
Dude, don't give up. It's fine. You can do it.
Just a quick reminder that we still not have any donations for what the loser should do of the race. So get your donations going, guys. We only have approximately 22 minutes left.
Yeah, so what thiefbug did there is the same thing that they did in Great Bay Temple, where you... Oh, it's the same thing in Great Bay, where you store the Song of Time text box that allows you to go back into first day, and that way they can also skip the cutscene. And
Damn it.
nah, that's not too bad. So what Cactus just did is called Chew Crap. It's actually the name, I don't know why, but you you do an equip swap similar to the one with Zora eggs, and dupe your bomb chew mounts, so you can keep the bomb chew count for the last. Actually, there's one more cycle, but so you can keep the chews for.
wait, what am I doing?
For Majora. Yeah, and so what Kaktus does now is he duped over one of the bomb chew spots. And how he did it is this game has a explosive limit of 3 simultaneously. So if you place 3 bombs, he's gonna prevent you from pulling a chew because the game says, hey, I don't want to, like, it's gonna be too laggy if you pull one more. It's not gonna be allowed. And this, like, not being able to pull an item is a requirement to dupe over it. Yeah, thiefbug just did the boss key skip as well, and now if goat goes well, it's all fine. I think they're apart like 2 or so minutes, maybe 3 at most. What Kaktus did there is called a recoil clip. Bomb recoil clip?
Dude.
Or like a nice. So it's the same thing with like the Hess frames. If you roll into a bomb while being in an angle or like an acute angle, and then pushing a assertive direction in your control stick, the bomb can push you through. And he tried to extend his speed by alternating between the A and B button, and that way you can have, maybe thiefbug will get it and you'll see it. Zorlink has this like weird glitchy swim in the water that keeps his speed. Very nice. So Bo fortunately had a really good goat fight, and yeah, so now thiefbug is also going to close up to go to Stone Tower Temple. So and this is really cool maneuvering that Kaktus is doing there to cross this huge gap that you would usually use the Deku Scrub for. Very nice.
What? Oh, now I roll.
So what Kaktus is trying to do is like hit the Gyro Master and also be hit by his attack. Nice.
Can you hit me?
And
Hello?
and that way he can actually do a death warp.
What?
Dude.
Oh, I got glitched.
Oh my god, I'm looking at your screen and bugging.
So what happened there is
where did I respawn?
The entrance of Stone Tower.
Yeah.
That's a bonk ass, bro.
That's not too bad. You still have explosives, but yeah.
Alright.
Why it happened is so he was at half a heart of damage, but he was also burned. So if you don't move while being burned, you get dealt more damage. And so he was at half a heart. He was burned. He didn't move at all. So you saw him go to quarter heart and then no hearts. So he burned to death pretty much. Yeah, I guess it was a death warp, just at the wrong place.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna pick up bombs for safetiness.
No, come here.
Hello?
Oh yeah, these... What are they called?
Negirons, I think?
Oh yeah, Majoras. They have a 50% chance to drop bombs, so they're a really handy tool to collect bombs.
Honestly, I'm grabbing more. I don't care. That's fine.
at least we get to see this cool room again.
This time, I'm not gonna try that one.
Oh, that's also a cool way of clipping. Thiefbug did a. It's not it's actually not similar. So what you do is you do have a precise position where you place the bomb, and if it's there on the right angle and hits you just in your position, it also clips you. So there's a lot of factors that make you clip through walls in this game. And Cactus learned his lesson, and he's just gonna soar out instead of dying.
Yes.
So the sole reason why you get light arrows is just for one shot. And it's used to flip around Stone Tower Temple once. You don't need it for anything else. Which is why you'll see the runners dupe over it, I think. Maybe.
That was sketchy as hell.
Nice, you made it. Oh.
Alright. I had one chance.
Yeah. So Cactus did the same thing as in Great Bay Temple, the extended bow shot. And yeah, if you extend Link's arm out of bounds, you can actually hit the button from behind instead of having to have the statue be moved further away and then hit it that way. So yeah, so Thiefbug just killed Garamaster too. They're actually pretty close again. I think it's only like a minute at most, not even.
This comes down to Twin Mold and Majora.
Yeah. Very hard boss fights.
And yeah, so technically, like, this next room is also pretty difficult because it has a boss key skip that is pretty challenging.
Yeah, it killed my last PB run.
Yeah,
I kind of noticed, Phoenix.
you'll see. You'll see in a second why. It's special.
I really dislike if you do ocarina dives, you lose the music.
Yeah, if you do Ocarina Dive a certain way, it actually makes it so you hear the button inputs. So if you press A to roll, you're also gonna see hear the A note playing.
Guys, do we have time for donation?
No. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh.
Tell me when I can go.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't
Fine.
want to.
That's fine.
So we
He
have
still has explosives, it's fine. It's just...
Dude, what? Wait, how many chews do I need?
Oh my god. What's happening to you?
So they're tied now, actually. Never mind.
I need to buy chews.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
I'm so sorry.
Where is Clocktown, by the way?
Milk Road.
Milk? I don't have Milk Road. How do I get to Clocktown now? Oh my god, bro. Okay.
All right. So that was what's supposed to happen at Cactus Place, but he unfortunately messed up a Mega Flip, so now he has to buy more explosives. Yeah, but now coming up is Twin Mold. I'm also gonna shut up for this fight because it's kind of tricky.
And super precise. Sorta.
Oh, I can't grab this anymore. What? Oh, yeah. I already did in the cycle.
What?
Wait, I should have just reset the cycle, right?
You could play Song of Time.
Yeah, just do it. I think it's faster. Damn. I kind of missed that.
After this fight, it's time for donations. I'm sorry. Damn it.
You see thiefbugs shoot light arrows, and that's because they do
Double damage.
double damage, yeah. He shot fire arrows for the blue Thin Mold because fire arrows actually do triple damage on the blue one. And you could use ice arrows to do triple damage on red, but we don't have ice arrows, and it's just as fine with light arrows, really. Yeah, very good.
So, we have $12 from Anonymous saying, alright, I would love to see the loser doing the second Barbie Princess cosplay. So, yeah, that's what the loser would do right now, leading with $12. And there's another incentive coming up for Skyward Squad, which is the file name. Momentarily, SSHD Please is in the lead with $26, sorry. And there's no other name pledged yet, so get your donations in for that as well.
So what thiefbug is gonna do here is he's gonna hover into Clock Tower, and so the loading zone is always there, Majora is always there, or Skull Kid is always there. But the only thing that prevents you from entering is actually the door, but you can just bypass it by hovering into it. So you don't really need actually third day for it.
What a train wreck.
Dude, these both runs.
I can't believe that.
But yeah, this is the prime example of what I meant at the very beginning, how so many things can go wrong and so many things can go right. So, yeah, they hit so many things first try, and it comes down to like 2 or 3 things that divide them again.
I think the crazy thing about this run was we both were ahead and behind at some point, and both of us were like super try-harding to try and make it back. Oh my god.
It's a race in the end, yeah, everything can happen, especially in this game. But now let's hope Kaktus hits this very quickly. You never played this game, what's going on? The runners are trying to beat this game as fast as possible by any means, except for cheating. And it's a race. And this is a marathon conducting money for a charity. And yeah, that's what's going on.
Hello? Oh my god. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
What the hell?
That had to be like
Yeah,
pixels
They were
off.
super
Pixel.
close.
Yeah, I don't know why. Alright, let's go. Wow. I have enough juice, by the way. It's fine.
It's not cheating. We're just exploiting poor programming. You should have done this the very first attempt.
Yeah.
Just buffered.
But I mean,
It's muscle memory.
yeah. Not only that, but it was so close at that point. Like everyone, both of us. Like I tried to go safe, even though I have to admit I was considering going unbuffered as well, because every freaking frame counted. So I can't blame him, and the tricks are so precise.
Yeah, pause buffering is quicker in this game compared to OT.
Actually hit that.
Nice blue face. So yeah, it's completely random where Twin Mold is actually gonna spawn, but how the fight works itself is if one of them is dead, the second one speeds up. So it used to be a strat to actually keep them both until only one, until one is down to the lowest health possible, and then just kill them off simultaneously. But people got better at aiming and decided to just kill one off and focus on the other one. Because the tricky part about having both is you can aim at one and the second one is just going to sneak up on behind and actually hit you. And if they hit you, they do 1 heart of damage.
The tail going, bro.
The chase. Okay, he still has 5 arrows, it's fine, but running out of arrows in this fight would actually be super bad, because then you have to rely... Oh, wow, nice. Alright, and thiefbug is now fighting Majora. The first phase is pretty straightforward. It's just stunning him with Zorafins, or just stunning it with Zorafins, and then hitting him with light arrows. And you have to do that 3 times, and then the 4th hit is just a normal either slash or Zorafins again. Yeah, so technically not much can happen in this fight. There is things that can happen, like the mask actually just clipping out of bounds and being unreachable. There's been a lot of things happened, but if you're fine and you're not being messed up by anything, you usually can do it most of the time. Just like that. And then now the last hit is just a simple either fins again or a jump attack. Yeah, like that. And the second phase is pretty tricky because it's actually it's just running around really quickly and being Majora on drugs pretty much. And I think the developers had to be on drugs too while coding this boss. So he's gonna do a Zora barrier at the beginning. Yeah, nice. And that way, like, you saw Majora run into him with that barrier. And now the objective is to keep it stun locked so he can't run around. And it's done by like spacing your quick spins like this. So every time he wants to start running around, you just hit him with a quick spin and stun him again. Wow, thiefbug did a great job there. And now so Kaktus has a pretty bad bomb lock here. We used to get this before we did the chew crab things, where you just rely on getting bombs. So how the last Majora phase actually works is he's gonna dodge your arrows, unless it's light arrows. So if you hit light arrows, you're just gonna stun him, and then you can stun lock him using power crouch stabs like this. And you need to do 10 crouch stab, no 20 crouch stabs, because so Majora, nice time. It's such
Okay.
So Majora has 40 units of health, and
Hello, Joel.
back in the day we had a Deku stick. Oh, the dog ran away. Kaktus uses the dog to get Ice Chi, and this dog is so nice. He's gonna stay exactly until you do the first bomb hover, where you use the dog to untarget. So you'll see hover, target, and now he's running away. Such a nice dog. And yeah. So again, like the last Majora phase has 40 values of damage or of health. So it's either 40 nice. It's either 40 slashes or 20 power crouch stabs with jump attack, or 10 crouch stabs with a Deku stick stored up jump attack. And we used to have a Deku stick, now we don't, so it's 20 power crouch stabs with jump attack stored. But yeah, thiefbug not too bad of a time. It's, I think, 7 minutes behind PB.
Yeah.
But considering the things that happened,
No, it's actually 8 minutes. I'm sorry. It's
8. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's tied with your first, your run from 2 years ago. I think you also had a 131 or something.
That is
so.
actually sad to think about.
That's how the game just works. You do one little mistake and it turns to a really huge time loss.
Yeah, you like just one frame off, and the game just runs you over. Like it just takes a truck and, I don't know, plays Mario Kart with you with Toad's track or whatever. We have donations, don't we?
At the moment there are no donations, unfortunately, but right now still in the lead for Cactus is the second Barbie dress. I don't know if someone want to jinx that and get something else in there.
Please.
Wait, where's my phone? Where's my phone?
I think thiefbug is pretty hyped about that.
Mad Mike, what I meant is they are mandatory for only that. You can go around not using them anymore, except for switching that. Technically, you can even skip them, but that would include getting hot spring water. No.
What?
What's for the light switch? What's the?
I think it's hot spring water.
Yeah, hot spring water. That includes getting hot spring water and hovering a high amount of hovers in the air. So when you drop the hot spring water, it touches exactly the switch, and that also triggers it. But yeah, technically you really only need the light arrows for that one switch. It's useful in other places, but it's not mandatory.
I can't find the picture.
That's pretty cool.
Vesa, I'm disappointed. Is he even here? I need someone to shout at. He never retweeted his Barbie cosplay. That's not how you do social media. Where is it? I'm just gonna Google Barbie.
So if you're interested in this speedrun, or this game in general in terms of speedrunning, you can actually join the Majora's Mask Discord. There's a lot of people there sharing the same interests. So if you want to learn about the game, or just being or kept up with records or strats or glitches or anything, you can join the Discord. And yeah, being informed about it all the time.
Can't find it. I am so sad. No, that's not. Of course, you get naked women when you look that up. I can't find it. Wait, I saved it. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, Vesa. How do I use my phone again?
I want to give shout outs to the MM community for not allowing ESS adapters.
Yeah, yes. So much yes. I don't know how to use my phone. Found it!
Cute.
I know, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Cactus seems to be pretty hyped, but you can still save him.
Hype.
Just donate more than $12 with another idea what he could do, and he's safe from the Barbie cosplay.
Sorry. Do we have another
Nice.
Show it! Come here, show it!
Okay.
Don't we have like a Skyward Sword run at some point or something like that?
Yeah,
It's right after.
it will
It's
follow
right after,
after
actually.
this.
Well,
and
Cactus?
there's
I
still
have a stick. I can go for it fast. I mean, we have time. We have still time. You know, I have a stick. I know what you're thinking now, but that's not the case, bro.
Banana!
You pervert.
I'm not a pervert, it's just common sense. Wait, what?
Alright, I'm gonna use the stick actually.
So yeah, this.
Oh, that stick!
Yeah. Yeah, that stick, of course.
So yeah, you're seeing, or you saw the any percent category. If you go to speedrun.com/mm, you're gonna be directed to the Majora's Mask leaderboards. And there's a bunch of categories, but the main categories are any percent, all masks, and 100%. All masks, as the category name says, just aims to collect all the masks. It's a really, really interesting speedrun where you see way more than the any percent speedrun. And of course, 100% you see way more, even more. But so yeah, if you're interested in more than just any percent, go check out those runs. They're also really, really interesting and have almost every element that any percent also has.
Oh no, what the hell?
And so Kaktus actually has a stick for this fight now, so it makes it easier because you just finish them off way faster. But these remains flying around can actually give you a hard time sometimes, so yeah, it's not a guaranteed fight, but it's definitely easier than not having a stick.
Wait, did we crouch dab in second phase? Stick?
Huh?
Did we crouch dab with stick
No.
in second phase?
No, I don't think so. I'm actually pretty sure you can. Wait, or the
Wait, I have a
second
stick.
phase.
Yeah, second-
I understood
incarnation.
first phase. Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
crouch step the
Yeah,
second one.
that's the strat.
I understood the first
okay.
phase.
No, yeah. The
was not
second
sure
one,
anymore
you just
if you-
spam crouch steps,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I didn't remember because it was so long.
You hit him with your stick, and then you go crouch step.
Okay.
Yeah, so this time Majora didn't run into him. So just spam crouch steps now.
I don't know how this works anymore. Oh, Super Saiyan mode?
Oh,
Oh my god, this mask bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
wow.
This oh, that was no troll. I thought that was
what
a
a
troll.
Go.
That is something that can rarely happen, but it can happen. The second phase of Majora can fall down on purpose, and when you get close to it, it just jumps up and runs away again.
Yeah, big troll. A huge troll. Alright, last phase, Incarnation.
Wow, nice kick, bro.
Oh wow, the kick, dude.
Dude, use a fairy.
Yeah,
Please
I'm
use
gonna
a fairy.
No, I can just use it.
Alright, safety fairy. Oh.
Oh,
It looks so
Ah.
ugly.
they are so aggressive.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
What are you doing?
The
I
stick,
jumped-
dude.
Yeah.
Your stick is gone.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Okay, now it's 20 crouch steps again instead of 10.
But this is a good spot.
Go. So yeah, you can stun lock Majora if you hit him about after his red damage animation would stop. Come on. Yes!
That was a nightmare. This end, the last temple was a nightmare.
This entire run was a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Also, awesome race. Very, very nice. Really good parts and rather unfortunate parts.
It's my turn.
No, but I'm the winner. That looks ugly as shit. Wait, how do you do this? I'm a drunk princess. What?
So, unfortunately, there were no more donations, so it's still the Barbie cosplay for Kaktusmelone. Can we get a huge applause for the two runners of the race once again, please?
Wait, I'm a runner. All right. Is it fine if we have Cactus join the Skyward Sword run in a Barbie cosplay for roughly 15 to 20 minutes?
We have to ask Anonymous, but I think he's okay with that. Yeah. Speaking of, the next run is Skyward Sword, so...
That's why I was asking.
Perfect. You got your facts right. Perfect. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Sweet. Thanks a lot.